I have noticed there's one part of AI coding that we actually don't talk about enough, and it's not the code generation part. We've already seen that.
You see the code appear, functions, classes, tests, everything looks structured. And for a moment, it feels like I just skipped hours of work.
But then I started thinking, did I actually save those hours, or did I just move those hours from writing the code to understanding it, debugging it, and making sure it works for my application? Because the interesting problem with AI generated code is not when they are completely wrong. That's the easiest to find. It is when the solution is almost correct.
So let me show you what I mean with a real example. I gave AI a common software requirement, built a user registration workflow. The requirement was simple: validate the user, create the account, send a welcome email, and handle errors properly. And honestly, the first response looks pretty good. The code is structured, the naming is clean, there is validation, there is error handling, there is even separation between different responsibilities. If I showed this code to someone quickly, they would probably say, yes, this looks like a good implementation. But then comes the part that AI demos usually don't show. You try to use this inside a real application, and boom, you discover something. The code is not completely wrong. Actually, most of it is correct. But there are assumptions inside the solutions that don't match your system. Now, someone might say just add more context to the prompt. And yes, adding more context would improve the result. But here is the interesting part. Before you can give AI the right context, you need to know what context actually matters. And this is the part I think we underestimate. AI can get you surprisingly close. It can generate maybe 90% of the solution in seconds.
And that 10% is usually where the engineering time goes. Because with AI generated codes, the code looks correct. They match the syntax, they have the best coding practices being followed. But inside a real application, every line of code has some story behind it.
Maybe a previous version caused a problem. Maybe the business requirement changed. Maybe there was a reason the team avoided a simpler approach. A lot of software knowledge is not sitting in the code. It exists in the experience of the people building it.
And maybe this is the most realistic way to look at AI coding today. It generates your code, it saves a lot of time, it gives you code faster, but faster does not mean finished. The real win is still getting from an idea to a working solution faster using AI. Because the original idea of software was not writing tons of code, it was always to find a solution. I would like to know your experience of using AI coding tools. Please drop in the comments that has AI coding actually saved your time, or you've spent more time reviewing and fixing it. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.